I want you to see how this one thing that I'm about to show you will save you thousands of pounds. If you are a septic tank owner, right? If you're a septic tank owner, please watch this. Don't turn off, right? Because this form here I'm about to show you, this form will save you thousands and thousands of pounds. So if you're a septic tank owner, if you're a sewage treatment plant owner, if you're a cesspit owner, whatever, I'm going to explain how this form can save you thousands of pounds. If you're wondering why I'm doing all this jiggling here, it's because everything's mirrored on here and it takes a while. Left is right and right's left and down's up and up's down and etc., etc. But this form is real, okay? So, on the 1st of Jan, now, let me just explain this, whether you like it or not, right? On the 1st of Jan, 2020, rules and regulations for septic tanks are changing forever. It's as simple as that. On the 1st of Jan 2020, rules and regulations for septic tanks are changing forever. And just straighten my tie up there. There you go. That's right and right's left. Are changing forever. Now, these regulations that are coming into force, right? There's two terms that describe them. And let me give you the official term. The government term for the first one is called the General Binding Rules. All right, so that's how it's known to the government. It's called the General Binding Rules because these rules are binding from the 1st of Jan 2020. In layman's terms, and this is the term that everyone hates, right? But it's the word that's been bandied about at the moment. It's called the septic tank ban. Yes, it's sensational. It's a sensational title. It makes you stop, it makes you look, it makes you listen. But these rules and regulations are coming, whether we like them or not. And I've been doing septic tanks for 20 years in the business now, and these are the biggest changes I've ever seen. In fact, they're some of the biggest changes this country's seen in the last 300 years. So before I go any further, let me just show you where you can go on the government's website to see these actual changes, okay? So I'm going to show you where you can go. So if you like additional reading material, okay, then all you need to do is go to the .gov website. All right, so you go to the .gov website, and then all you need to do is type in the term General Binding Rules. So let me show you this, okay? So let's hope this technology works. So, okay, here we go. So on my screen, I've got some dials and some buttons here. So let's do number one, share screen. Yes, I want to share the screen. It may go a bit weird for a minute, but just bear with me. All right, here we go. So can you see it there quite clearly? gov.co.uk. So this is the official government website. Welcome to gov.co.uk. Okay, so in the search bar here, if you just type in General Binding Rules, just type that in, just like that. And then hit the return button or press the little search thing there. So hitting the return button. And there we go. Okay, so let me just hide that. Okay, so there we go. We've got, and it's sorted by relevance. It's got quite a few things here. Just one thing I want to do before I do it. I never left it downstairs. No, I will find it after. Okay, not to worry. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'll find it after. All right. So on the right-hand side there, you've got septic tanks and treatment plants, permits and general binding rules. You've then got general binding rules, small sewage discharge to the ground, general binding rules, small sewage discharge to surface water. Okay, and this is the one that we're after because it's the most recent one. You'll notice there it's been updated on the 5th of July, 2018. So just click that one there. And here we go. Here are the general binding rules, or otherwise known as the septic tank ban. So let me explain what I mean. All right. So let's just quote what the government says here. Okay. So this may seem like bad news that I'm reading to you at the moment, but I've got some really, really good news to share with you. So just bear with me on this. Okay. Okay. It does get better, but I'm just showing you where all this information is coming from because there's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet. Let me give you an example. Well, look, if I just go to Google now, right, let's type in septic tank ban. All right, and let's just have a look. See, there's tons and tons of information here, right, about septic tanks. And okay, so here's a company here, and let's give you another one. Septic tank ban 2020. All right, so there's a lot of information on here. All right, and which is good, but the question arises on all of these: are septic tanks being banned, right? So like it says here, it's worth knowing what you are or aren't allowed to do. So this is the whole point that I'm showing you this, because the septic tank ban, there's some videos of me actually there, the septic tank ban is very, very prominent in everyone's minds. Okay, so it's not just me being sensationalist here. These are real things that are coming. And being the messenger, it's normally the messenger who gets shot, because if he's a bearer of bad news, people are sick and tired of Brexit and this and that and taxes. So when you're telling them that there's a septic tank ban coming into force, sometimes you're not the most popular guy in the country, okay? So here it says, rules you must follow if your septic tank or small sewage discharge releases liquid into surface water. So these are rules that you and me must follow, whether we like it or not, right? And so this is, so if our sewage system discharges into a watercourse, right, this is the first rule of thumb, all right? Every septic tank after the 1st of Jan that discharges into a watercourse will be banned. It's as simple as that. Let me just show you what I mean by this. All right, so let's say this is your grass, look. And it's going downhill on purpose, by the way. All right. And let's say this is your septic tank here. All right, that's your septic tank. Okay, and that's the pipe coming from your house. This is the septic tank. I was never brilliant at art at school, but just bear with me a second. There we go. Let's just extend that line a little bit more to there. There we go. There's the grass. And last of all, let me just show you this. Okay. Many septic tanks up and down the country are doing this. And what happens is all the wastewater comes from the property and it will fill up the septic tank. So this wastewater in here, this wastewater is raw sewage. I'd like to tell you it was called by some other name, but it isn't, unfortunately. Raw sewage comes from your property, it enters the septic tank, and it's raw sewage. And a lot of septic tanks have been installed over the years, not maliciously, not purposely, it's just the way things have been. And that wastewater, when it reaches a certain level, that raw sewage will then make its way into a ditch or a watercourse. So you've got raw sewage coming from your house, going into your septic tank, going out through the soakaway and into a watercourse. By watercourse, I mean a ditch, a river, a stream, a culvert, whatever you want to call it, right? And from the 1st of Jan 2020, this form of discharge will be illegal. It's as simple as that, okay? So the septic tank ban simply means, in layman terms, that after the 1st of Jan, every septic tank that discharges into a watercourse like that will become illegal. And they'll be banned in the sense that they'll be decommissioned. All right, they'll be decommissioned and they won't be allowed to do it anymore. So the government will come round, they'll say, okay, what you're doing is illegal. We want you to stop, period. All right, so what they'll make you do is they'll make you yourself or get a contractor in to decommission the soakaway. All right, so it can't do that anymore. So they may, cut part of the soakaway away. They may plug up the outlet pipe, and they will come around and they'll say, we want you to fix this situation, this scenario. And so they'll give you two options, right? You can either repair or replace your septic tank and soakaway. All right, it's up to you. You've got various options there. Now, this is obviously stressing a lot of people out up and down the country. It's doing their heads in fact, because this isn't going to be cheap, right? To repair or replace your soakaway, right? Because let's pretend this kind of area here is their only workable area. They can't really locate the septic tank or the soakaway anywhere else, right? So for a company to come in and completely repair and replace this soakaway and septic tank is going to cost anywhere from 7 to, man alive, 15 grand. Easy peasy pudding and pie, right? And so this is what's stressing a lot of people out because, as I said, if Brexit and problems and life and taxes and fines and living and working and isn't enough, right? They've then now got this on top to contend with too. All right, so this isn't good news for people. All right, so this is the bad news, but nevertheless, whether we like it or not, it comes into force on the 1st of Jan 2020. But there's more. More good news or bad news? Well, it depends on how you want to look at it. It's bad news for people who are under pressure and stress, but it's good news from an environmental point of view. Because if you think about it, that raw sewage is polluting watercourses, which could contaminate, give you cholera, give our kids cholera, it could kill us. So from the point of view, so the government are bringing this in and their motives are pure, but it's just another thing, as I said, for people to have to contend with and deal with, that's stressing them out. But let me give you the second aspect of the general binding rule. So just going back onto, let me do this share screen again, right, onto here. Okay, so let's just scroll down. Now, here we go. Okay, so these are other reasons. So you must repair or replace your septic tank if it leaks, if it has cracks or tanks in the wall, if it has blocked pipes, if there's signs that the effluent is not draining away properly, right? So there's pools of water around the drainage point. If there's smells coming from it, funnily enough, a healthy septic tank, believe it or not, never ever smells, right? If you've got an electrical system and and the motor's gone or the pump's gone, or you're prone to power cuts, right? You've got to replace from the 1st of Jan, right? Look, I'll put it in there. You've got to repair or replace your septic tank and soak away. Again, it's going to cost people money, and yes, it's stressing them out, but it's coming, right? And as I said, government officials will come round and they'll knock on your door and they'll want to see your system, and then and this is where it's all going to start unfolding, and it's only a few months away. So the whole point of me doing this live broadcast is to preempt a situation, is to nip it in the bud. For the sake of a horseshoe nail, the battle was lost. So you said, well, Jason, you've got some good news for us. Where is our good news? Come on, mate, bring it on. Okay, that's a good point. Because a lot of this hinges on one single thing, this form. Right? This is called a septic tank government compliance form. This form will save you thousands and help you to make your septic tank compliant, right? Let me show you how. And if you're thinking this is leading to some sales pitch, it's not. Forget it. It's not. This form I'm giving away for free. There's no catch. There's no con. Don't want your money. I don't want to sell you anything. This broadcast is free. These forms are free. Just thought I'd tell you now, in case you wonder what's the catch here. Okay, there is no catch. So just going back to the government rules here, it says when you sell your property, you must tell. Oh, have I done this right? No, I haven't. Hold on, bear with me a sec. There we go. Let's go back again. It says when you come to sell your property, you must tell the new owner about the sewage treatment system. I'll quote it. Right? If you sell your property, you must tell the new operator, i.e. the owner or the person responsible for the sewage treatment plant, in writing that a sewage treatment plant discharge is in place. Now, that can be to the ground. It could be to a watercourse like we've seen. We've got to include a description of the treatment plant and the drainage system, the location, right, of the main parts of the treatment plant, right, and the drainage system, details of any changes made to the treatment plant or the septic tank, details of how it should be maintained, how you have maintained it, records if you have them, right? If you stop using your treatment system, then you've got to make sure that it's properly decommissioned. But this is the point that I just want to hint here, the government compliance form, all right? So this is the bit that is going to save you a lot of money and give you what I like to term as the get out of jail free card, okay? Now, the information that I've just quoted to you there from building regs, right, from the government website is also, there you go, can be found on UK building regs, okay? And on building regs here, just mind your eyes a second, in the sense of, you know, if you get dizzy, then just shut your eyes for a second as I show you this. The government have given us, or given people, a template for the government compliance form. Okay, and let me just get down to it here. 1.28, I think. Not 1.28, where is it? Drainage fields. Have I missed it? Have I missed it? Have I missed it? Come on, Jason, where is it? Let me just get down here. Drainage field there. Vertical flow. Here we go. Marking. Brilliant. Here we go. 1.68. I knew it was 1.8. All right. So this bit here, right here, is what, okay, the government compliance form is based on. Okay. So a notice, it says there, should be fixed within the building, describing the necessary maintenance with such wording as, okay. So just coming back to here again, these government compliance forms are like gold dust. They're worth their weight in gold. Companies charge 500 or 1,000 quid for these, right? I used to charge 300 quid a time for them. I'm actually giving them away for free. Kid you not. All you need to do is go to septictank.co.uk. I'll show you where to go, right? Again, they're for free. Don't want a penny off you. So go to my website, septictank.co.uk. You'll see in the top left-hand side there how to beat the septic tank ban. Click on that, and there you go. Make your septic tank 2020 legal with a government compliance form, okay? Save thousands in solicitors' fees, legal fees, and fines. So you've got a video there. If you have a septic tank or a sewage treatment plant, then you need to watch this video. On the 1st of January. All right, so I go on to explain what's going to happen, pretty much like I have done now. And I go on to explain a little bit about this form. But the point being is, there's some more information here, but you go down to the bottom and you put your name in there, Jason. So let's say I put Jason in. Let's say I put my email address in, which is sales@septictank.co.uk. Let's say I put that in. Then I click submit, and then ta-da! You can download as many of these forms as you want. So there you go. And so when you download the forms, right, just print them off, print off as many copies as you want. Display one in your kitchen, one in your utility room, put one in your safe, hand one to your solicitor. And so what happens, you'll notice when you've downloaded them, there's some blanks in them, okay? And you just fill in the blanks, what system you've got, what you've done to maintain it, how often you've had it maintained, if you've ever had it repaired, where the discharge points are, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so what happens is this. Normally, so let's give you two scenarios. Government inspector will come around. He'll say, right then, Jason, we believe you've got a septic tank. What can you tell us about it? Okay, so this is scenario one, and I'm not mocking anyone doing this, right? But this is typical because I've been doing this for 20 years. Most people think, hold on, and they'll get the septic tank emptying receipts, and they'll say, oh, it was emptied 2 years ago, and it cost me 150 quid. There you go. And you say, okay, that's good. Thank you for that, but not really interested in that. What system have you got? What capacity is it? How often have you had it maintained? Can you show me it's been maintained, etc.? And most people will say, no, I can't. And they'll say, right, okay, we're going to do an inspection of your system, etc. You see where this is going. Here's scenario number two. Knock, 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 knock. Hello, Mr. Restel. We believe you've got a septic tank and soak away. Can you tell us a bit more about it? Yeah, hold on a second. Just come in the kitchen with me here, right? Well, we've got one of these government compliance forms. There you go. And yeah, the system we've got is a such and such a system. It's X amount of capacity. The discharge point from the house is 10 meters. The discharge point from the nearest watercourse is X amount of meters. We had it maintained. We had a company around 2 years ago. They did this, they did that. It cost us that. It was on that date there. The receipts are in there. We have it emptied twice a year by such and such a company. And this is when they did it. This is how much they emptied out of it. And the government inspector will be like, wow, whoa, yeah, sorted, okay. He'll take the form off you. You'll go, okay. Can I keep it? Oh, yeah, take that copy because I've got 3 of them. Brilliant. Okay. Then he'll go. And that is what this form will do for you. Okay, number one. But this is where it'll save you thousands and thousands of pounds, right? And this is what people don't realize. If you've got a septic tank, if you're a septic tank owner, please just listen to this, right? I'm trying to save you some money here. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to save you some money, okay? So this is your house. Okay, there it is. That's your house for sale. And in your house, you've got a septic tank. Now, most people, when they buy a property, they're like me, they may not know what a septic tank is, or they may know what a septic tank is, right? I know what a septic tank is. So from that point of view, I know what I'm looking for. But let's just take it, the majority of people who are going to buy your house have no idea what a septic tank is, okay? All they know is it's a strange word, and they have heard about it, but they don't quite know what it is or how it involves them or implicates them or how it will affect them. And what happens is this: their solicitor will come to you and say, Jason, we believe your septic tank your house has got a septic tank connected to it. What can you tell us about it? I run and I pull out my septic tank emptying receipts. There you go. We think we got one of these. There's the receipts. That's when we had it emptied. And they'd be like, okay. Got any other documentation? Not really, no. Okay, not to worry. He'll then come back a week or two later and he'll say, my clients are a bit, they really don't know what system you've got in. You don't quite know what system you've got in. They're a bit reluctant to go ahead with the sale and they're not feeling comfortable with it unless they can put a new system in themselves, right? And so they've got 3 quotes, and the average quote is about 7,000 to 10,000 quid. And so if you're happy to reduce your house price by 10,000 quid, then our clients are more than happy to buy your house off you. And that is what's happening up and down the country. 10 grand, I say 10 grand now, but it can be 20 grand, it can be 30, depending on the size of your house, you can knock it down by 40, 50 grand in some instances. But you don't have to go down that route, right? If you've got one of these, okay? So the solicitor will come to you and he'll say, Jason, you've got a septic tank. Our client would like to know more information. So I said, yeah, no problem. Here is our government compliance form. Okay, so let's just all get that. They'll say, okay, that's the system you've gone in. That's how often you have it emptied. That's when you did the maintenance work. That's where it's cited. That's this, that's that. Thank you very much. Cheers for that. Okay, brilliant, fine. Okay, they come back and the customer's happy. You just saved yourself 10, 20, 30,000 quid. Why? Because you've watched this video and you've actually downloaded this for free. So let me show you once more where you get these forms for free. Just go to septictank.co.uk. It's as simple as that. Don't want your money, don't want to charge you. There's no con, there's no catch. I'm just trying to educate people. So just go to, let's just go back, go on the internet. All right, so let me just show you how to do it. Go onto Google search bar here, www.septictank.co.uk. There you go. Bam. That wasn't hard, was it? Okay, and then just look on the top left-hand side. It says beat the septic tank ban. Make your septic tank 100% legal with a free government compliance form. Just click on that. All right, so there's me. You can watch the video again. It's a different video than this one, obviously. You can read the information, but look, just go and put your name in there. Look, I don't know, maybe your name's Henry, maybe it's George, I don't know, and put your email address in. Like I've already shown, yours could be Henry at, I don't know, let's just put yours in. Henry at, I don't know, googlemail.com. Click the submit button and almost instantly, bam, you get a government compliance form for free. Download as many copies as you want. And, did it go blank then? All right, listen, sorry about that. If it went blank, let me do that again. Okay, sorry about that if it went blank and black. I don't know if it did, but I can't stop to have a look. Well, I'll do that once more for you. Look, all you need to do is go to Google. All right, so I'm going to type in www.septictank.co.uk. There you go. There's me right at the top there. And just click that. Bam! There you go. There's my website. There's my page. Top left-hand side. If you're watching this again, because you've just seen it, sorry, but I'm pretty sure the screen may have gone black. But anyway, there it is. Beat the septic tank ban. Make your septic tank 100% legal and compliant. So you click that. And there we go. There's me. There's the video. Different, as I said, to the one I've got now. There's some information on there, some information there, but this is the point. Just go to here. Maybe your name's, I don't know, Andrew. So type in Andrew, and I don't know, maybe it's Andrew at yahoo.com. Whatever your email address is, and just click the submit. It says there, once the form's submitted, I'll send you a copy by email, and I will. You'll get that straight away. Bam! There you go. There is the government compliance form that you'll get. Once you've got it, just download as many as you want, and job done. That'll save you thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. So there you go. So I hope you enjoy. That's not a bad little picture for me, actually. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. And if you want more information, then all you need to do is this. Let me just show you this. All you need to do is go to septictank.co.uk. All right. And if you enjoyed this video, if you scroll down, you'll notice, right? Let's just check I'm doing this right. Yeah. You'll notice here, it says Septic Tank TV. If you click on that, you can see all my live broadcasts. I put them up every week. I think there's about 7 live broadcasts a week. There they all are, and tons and tons of different stuff that I've done from being live on site. Wherever I've been, for example, here's one here. Let me just show you this one. In a glorious Bluebell Wood. It's amazing. Anyway, and you get the point. So let's just come back to here. Let me turn that off. There we go. So listen, thank you very, very much for watching my live broadcast today. What's the time now? 1:05. So listen, I hope you have a great Sunday, what's left of it. And yeah, if you want any free information, septictank.co.uk, give us a bell, or, you know, next time I've got my live broadcast, which will be tonight, tomorrow, then you're more than welcome to do a live Q&A with me, which I do from time to time. So listen, thanks a lot very much for this, and I will speak to you soon.